y'all. Welcome to the Winner's Circle podcast. My name is Maria Rose, and I have an exciting show for you today because you can't talk about winners without talking about the 95th Academy Awards. Oh my goodness. I had stars in my eyes the whole time because I'm a screenwriter and film producer. And so just watching these people achieve such insurmountable success. It's the pinnacle. Oh, my heart was just jumping for joy. It was so inspirational to see people's dreams coming true. Oh my goodness. So let's get into it. But before we do, I want you to hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hit like. That way the algorithm works and does its little thing. Hitting like helps this video to be shared amongst others in the news feed. So thank you for doing that. So I've compiled a list and notes, fun facts. You gotta hear these things. Okay, so the winner for Best Picture was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And let me tell you something about this movie. It is it's the mind blown emoji. It's like that in a movie. It's like, whoa. To be totally honest, okay, because like I said, we keep it real on this podcast. I was a little confused basically the whole time, but toward the end, I got it. And I was like, oh, I understood these different alter universes warping. And oh my goodness, the way that the directors, the Daniels, were able to tie it all together really blew my mind. It was such an experience. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is cinema. That is why you go to the movies. That is why we watch movies. We watch movies, at least I guess I watch movies to escape, to go somewhere else, and that movie definitely does it. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once won 7 Oscars, okay? Right? Enough said. And the central message about the film is the importance of kindness. And how apropos is that message right now? We are living in very divided times. We need that fresh reminder that love is the cure. And the people that need it the most are the seemingly unlovable ones. They say that hurting people hurt people. The reminder of how important it is to just smile, to give someone a hug, to send someone a thoughtful text, to think good thoughts. I mean, we'll never truly understand on this side of heaven how our thoughts permeate reality, but they do. So even if all you can do is think kind thoughts about people, about your loved ones, about your friends, about someone who cut you off in traffic, say, oh, you know what, God, I hope they have a blessed day. Just that is so powerful. It infiltrates your entire being. And I believe that it has an effect on the very fabric of the universe, okay? So, and that little statement is an homage to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. So, fun facts about the film. None of the special effects team went to school for special effects. Okay. This just makes me want to jump out of my seat and high five all of them. This is such an example of the fact that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Don't let anything stop you. So now we're on to Best Actor. 2 words. The Mummy. The Mummy is one of my favorite films. It's a movie for people that don't like mummy movies. That's how good it is. And Brendan Fraser, this is so deserving. He won Best Actor, and I was rooting for him. And this is coming from a gal that loved Elvis. I watched Austin Butler and Elvis at least 97 times, probably 98 tonight. But you know what? Brendan, he didn't just make an incredible movie. His legacy is literally that of an icon. His film career is nothing short of spectacular. I love his movies. I love his brand. I love his personality. So humble. When he won, I loved seeing that kind of deep joy and gratitude that he exuded during his acceptance speech. So he won for the film The Whale, which I've yet to see. I'm going to see it because now I have to see it, right? I mean, he won for Best Actor. But in the movie, he plays, let's see, a reclusive, severely obese English teacher named Charlie who attempts to reconnect with his estranged daughter. It looks so so different. It looks so, I love the dramatic scenes that are in the trailer and the clips that I've seen. It's just, it seems like a piece of work that will just stay with you and move you, probably to tears, you know. And so I think that this Oscar for Brendan is just enormously well deserved. So happy for him. And I have a fun fact about Brendan. Okay, so did you know that he is the first American-born actor to be inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame? So Brendan Fraser was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, but his parents were Canadian-born. So I was like, okay, hello, Canada. Thanks for Brendan. Now we're on to Best Actress. Michelle Yeoh. She won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Well deserved. Well deserved. She literally played a role that, and that to me is like the litmus. Like, could I see someone else play this role? And if I could, usually I'm like, oh, you know, I don't know if it's Oscar worthy. I can't see anyone else playing the role that she did, the lead actress. I can't see anyone else. She was impeccable. The character arc that she went through of being this, you know, tough, kind of insensitive woman that had a chip on her shoulder to understanding that you can't drive out darkness with darkness. Only light can do that. So happy for Michelle. She's just a force. She's like one of those people when they walk in the room, you can feel it. Okay, fun fact. Michelle appeared in the James Bond film Tomorrow Never Dies. Didn't know that, and I've seen that movie a few times. And she's the former Miss Malaysia, which, no surprise there. She's so beautiful. Okay, now we're on to Best Supporting Actor. Ke Huy Quan won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I have to take a moment about this guy. He is so full of love and humility and genuine joy and happiness that it infected me. I was bawling during his acceptance speech. You know, when you're feeling it, when nobody even knows you're crying, you're just like, at that single tear. You have to watch this movie. And I think that's the biggest takeaway, right, from the Oscars. It's like, rent it, stream it if you already have it. So Best Supporting Actress went to Jamie Lee Curtis. Okay, so I have loved Jamie since Trading Places. That's as far as back as I go as far as what I've watched, because I know she's a veteran and her parents were famous actors. But when I first saw her in Trading Places, I was like, that woman's got it. whatever it is, she has it in spades. She's beautiful. She is confident. She brings a sexy joie de vivre. She's like when she moves, the wind blows or something. I just love her. One of the actresses that was nominated was Angela Bassett. And I will say, because I have to say this, I wanted Angela Bassett to win. I did. I have followed her since the American Dream, the Jacksons movie. You know, she played Tina Turner and What's Love Got to Do with It. That was, she should have got an Oscar for that. When her name didn't get called, I was like, oh shucks. She was the one person like I was rooting for. Everything else, I was just kind of like, just watching. Angela Bassett is a timeless, masterful artist. And no matter what, nothing can take away the fact that she has contributed priceless, priceless work and cinema to the world. But you know what? I love Jamie Lee Curtis too. I love Jamie. And I was so happy for her. Found some fun facts. Okay. So Jamie explained that she took it upon herself to look for weird outfits and haircuts that the IRS employee could potentially wear, but it didn't end there, as she was adamant about her character not looking like a Hollywood actor. Curtis explained, I wanted to just be truthful to this woman. In the world, there is an industry about hiding things, concealers, everything to conceal the reality of who we are. And my instruction to everybody was, I want there to be no concealing of anything. Whoa, that's a mic drop moment. She's so right. This world is all about like this society, this culture is greatly affected by the, silent agreement to mask the truth. And so I appreciate her creating a character and adding, and suggesting an energy of just keeping it real. And I've been on my own journey with that too. I used to, shave off my eyebrows. My eyebrows were like that thin, and drawn on. So they were completely shaved off, and then I draw them on. I wore contact lenses for a long time, colorful contacts, like gray contact lenses. I felt like I was trying to hide what I truly look like because I hadn't fully accepted myself. I didn't like that I had brown eyes. I was like, oh, my eyes are so boring. I used to feel like that. And now I love my brown eyes. I'm like, yes, brown's the color of chocolate. I have chocolate eyes. I love chocolate. And there's never been a better day to accept yourself than today. so I appreciate her saying that, especially on the record. So go Jamie Lee Curtis. I cannot believe she's an Oscar. Like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So amazing. And then lastly, I had to end on Best Original Screenplay. Why? Because I'm a screenwriter and that's the category I have my eye on. Everything Everywhere All at Once won, written by the directors Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. They also won Best Director, which is just so cool. I mean, it's just like hashtag get you a friend like the Daniels. Get a friend that you can win an Oscar with. Goodness gracious, amazing. So Scheinert said during his acceptance speech, and I'm going to read it so I don't paraphrase badly. He said he thanked his school teachers who educated him and inspired him and taught him to be less of a butthead. And then Kwan said, I never thought of myself as a storyteller or a screenwriter. Then he confided that his imposter syndrome is at an all-time high. And he thanked his collaborator, Scheinert, who told him that he was a storyteller even before he could say it himself. What they included in their speech not only was just a level of realness and openness and, I mean, borderline unprecedented candor. But it was just, I feel like the world it needed to echo throughout the world, like it needed to be put on a loudspeaker and and reverberated several times a day so that people know that they're not alone. It's okay to feel imposter syndrome, but just keep going. He said that he didn't even believe he was a screenwriter or a storyteller, really. And he is. And I'm just so glad that he had a friend, a truly good friend and partner collaborator that could remind him that his dreams are valid because they belong to him. No one can take your dream. It's in you. So don't let it happen. Sometimes we can make ourselves think that they're taking away my dream. I've been there. I remember I was working on my first novel. So I have a novel published called Betrothed, Volume 1. You can look it up on Amazon. I told this story to someone, and they acted like I just told them that Cheerios are on sale at Walmart. I felt crushed, and then it made me scared to tell other people. Next thing you know, I stopped working on my book for a little while because I just felt like, oh, this story, kicking a rock, like this story is stupid. Nobody's ever going to want to read it. And I made it up in my head after all. So, but that acceptance speech, Kwan saying, hey, I felt imposter syndrome, but look, I'm winning an Academy Award. Whoa, just proof positive that your dreams are valid, your goals, your desires, what you believe you were put on earth to do is true. Stand by that, stick to it. And he thanked his teachers, Daniel Scheinert, for winning Best Original Screenplay. I was stricken with feeling that I was just in agreement inside. I was like, yeah, it's the teachers too that believe in us, that keep us going. Not all teachers. Some teachers, they're a little burnt out, but some of them really give us a love and support that is so needed at the precious age of being in school. So that's it. That is all I have. I know there were so many Oscars that went out, but that is what we're covering in today's show. Thank you so much for watching The Winner's Circle. My name is Maria Rose. And if you watch this show, you're in the Winner's Circle. Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hit like if you learned anything or you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching.